it used to be that the Catholic Church was the record company. And they could be pretty demanding, you know, and trends would come and artists would be enslaved to the latest look, you know, because the Pope would want, say, I want that nouveau wave up the walls here, and I want so they would be conscripted and kind of harnessed. Well, this was the fate of Michelangelo, and he wasn't too happy about it, see, because he was a very inspired person in white marble. I mean, he was Michelangelo the Magnificent in white marble, and he knew it. But he said to himself, listen, you know, there's 14 other guys that can paint your ceilings for you, Pope. I mean, you know, I just don't have any really good ideas regarding the matter. And the Pope said, Michelangelo, man, you got the gig. So the next thing he knew, he was lying up there on the scaffolding with paint dripping in his eye, and there was not much profit regarding it, and there was not much fun in it. And he thought, this is a drag, you know. So he tried time and time again to convince the Pope, you know, to let so-and-so, and I forget the name of these other guys, but he said, you should get this guy. I mean, he could do this great, you know. So one day, at the peak of his frustration, he was wandering out through some hills, and I assume, now this is my guess, I guess that he came upon a delta, a place where a river entered into the ocean, because at the peak of his frustration, Michael, the angelic one, looked up, and what did he see? Big, fluffy, kind of Stanley Theater popcorn-looking cumulus clouds. And all he had to do was pick up his sketchbook and his pencil and draw them, because all the muscles were there, torsos floating above him, fingers reaching out. And so we sat down and started to sketch. He came back the next day and he said to his assistants, paint it out, man, paint all that shit out. He said, we're going to start again. So anyway, I was coming along the Gulf of Mexico, this was some years ago, coming up on the Mississippi Delta. And what did I see? Now, it was useless to me, but it was kind of intriguing. I thought, oh, look at that. I could just sit down here with a pencil and a piece of paper, and I could draw gods with all the musculature with fingers reaching out like this, you know. I mean, I didn't have any use for it, you know. I was looking for something else at the moment, but anyway, I saw the clouds of Michelangelo, and that's just a bit of trivia and a way of leading up to this next song, which is called Refuge in the Road.
I sat before her sanity, holding back from crying. He saw my complications, so he mirrored me back simplified. We lacked all my perfection, would always be denied. Heart and humor and humility, he said, we're light enough, your heavy load. And he sent me to the refuge of the road. I fell in with some drifters, cast upon a beach town, wind, Dixie, cold cafes, and highway hand-me-downs. And I wound up fixing dinner with lemon Boston gin. I well of reflection, thinking back down the roads to him. The nets were overflowing in the Gulf of Mexico. They were overflowing in the strolled off into a forest. Crickets clicking in the ferns like a